Off to the Suisun Valley, which has just been named the #1 wine region in the U.S. by USA Today's 10 Best. I'm so excited. We're in Fairfield, and I'm at the famous Caymus-Suisun, right?
Correct, yes.
Right, and I'm with Chris, last name again?
Vitiello.
Vitiello, and what's your title here? I'm Pat Pattison, and I love California.
I am the global ambassador.
Global ambassador. And so tell me, I know about Caymus Napa. Tell me what's going on here in Fairfield.
So we have great things happening here in Fairfield. So as you know, in the Caymus Napa, we're super famous in the Napa Valley, and then the Wagners were always looking around the state of California for other places to farm, and we've had operations in Monterey, and then around 2014, we became aware of the quality of the grapes here right next door to Napa, and the proximity and the quality and the similarity of soil types and weather patterns. It was just a natural fit for us.
Wow, wow. And explain to me, you mentioned an AVA. Tell me what an AVA is.
So AVA means literally American Viticultural Area, and those are like areas that are designated by the state of California and the United States as areas that are unique in some way to produce wine and be distinct from other areas or a general California designation.
And so basically you're saying this part of Fairfield will always be like this.
Will always be.
Wow. Tell me a little bit about the family. Multi-generational here in this area, Napa, right next door over the ridge. And always vintners, always
farmers.
Farmers,
He still sees himself today as a farmer first and a winemaker second. Okay.
In terms of a family-owned and operated, made in California company, you can't really beat this.
Can't really beat it. And people think, I think that they're less involved than they are, but they're here every single day. They're making wines. They're doing experimental wines in different grape varieties and sitting down with us in the tasting room and tasting it and talking about it. And out in we'll run into them in the fields.
How great, how great. Unbelievable. Who's the architect of this building?
So BCJ was the architects, and they've designed Apple stores around the state.
Wow. Yeah. So this is the main tasting area.
Main tasting room.
So when people come to this facility, what are some of the things they can do?
So you can just walk in if you want to do just by the glass, and that would be just in this middle area here. Okay. And you can come right up to our tasting bar and taste any of the wines by the glass. If you wanted to sit for the full 75-minute tasting experience, that you'd book on Talk or call us directly. Okay. Get a dedicated wine educator, and they would sit you down and go through the wines in the family stores.
Wow. Do people also just walk around? You take them around? Is it a guided tour?
Yeah, I mean, we can walk the property, so any of our wine educators can walk around the properties and show them what we have going and growing here. So we try to grow a little bit of everything that people grow in the area, because Suisun Valley is a diverse agricultural region, unlike Napa and Sonoma, which are pretty much monocultures of grapes. So here we try to plant a little bit of everything that's going on.
I think that's what's so cool about Fairfield, is there's so much diversity in terms of the agriculture and the businesses.
Yeah.
Everything from olive oil to jelly beans.
Yeah.
Where do they grow the jelly? No, they're not. They're not doing any jelly bean planting. Talking about how great a community it is in terms of the farmers sharing, and talk about that a little.
Yeah, it really is a close-knit kind of small family community, and they'll all get together and share equipment, and there's one winery, Woodland Valley Winery, that does most of the bottling for everybody, and they're just, you just let them know when you need to do it. And at where you were at the olive oil place, they press the oil for everyone in the community, so everyone's oil gets done there pretty much.
Well, Chris, Caymus-Suisun.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you. You got to come visit this place in Fairfield sometime soon.
Yeah,
unbelievable.